Running back strategy for the 2017 fantasy football season. Dustin there, Nico here, but first, Dustin, tell him some things.
Check out Fantasy Football University. It can help you win your league. It's mainly for beginners and intermediates. Click on the link in the card. Also, get on the website, download our draft guide, our cheat sheet. It's free. We'll be updating it throughout the season. You got a question, you want to talk about something, put it in the comments. We're going to be responding to a lot more comments on YouTube this year because that's what you all want and we aim to please.
So if you were to look at our strategy last year, we were like, why is everyone doing this zero running back strategy? It doesn't make sense, it's dumb. And you know what? It didn't work out for a lot of people. So this year, again, as we always say, people get overcorrect. It's now getting overcorrected and people are going crazy over running backs, but with good reason. You probably should. The top first or second round running backs, you have to get one of those. We are a big proponent of your first two picks, grab a running back. You're either getting those studs like the Bell Johnson, Zeke.
One of your first two.
One of your first, not both. And then on the way back, or end, you're getting the Melvin Gordons, or then in the middle of the second, you're getting kind of the Ajahis or the Millers or the Howards. So we want one of the first two, but don't, if you're in a very deep league, well, so that's to start. Now Dustin, move on once that happens. Sorry.
Gosh, trying to take the whole
video. I know.
So obviously there's those big studs there, those top 10 guys. We have the drop off at 11 when it goes from Miller to Gurley. That's where it's just like, maybe I'll
really
take a
thrilled about Gurley.
Maybe you take a receiver there. But when you look at it from roughly the 30th pick to the 75th pick, there's about 16 running backs. And for the most part, they're almost all going at a pretty good value. And that's when you really just need to bulk up your running backs, at least get one or two more out of those picks. But you're looking with the rookies, there's some fun guys in there like Fournette, McCaffrey, Mixon, Cook. I mean, all those guys are going to be fun picks in that range. With the older guys, you got Crowell, Peterson, Lacey, Lynch. I mean, those guys all have a lot of upside. And then some unknowns like Abdullah, Bilal Powell, Gillislee. You gotta get that depth, and in those middle rounds, again, that's where you're kind of just getting your RB2s, your RB3s. You don't want to ignore running backs at any point of the draft this year. We never liked the zero running back.
Nope.
We thought it was an overcompensation, and we're back to loving running backs again, which is what we should be.
And you don't have to fill up your whole team before you start taking bench running backs. Like if there's good value on running back and you still need your tight end, go ahead and grab it. You don't, and certainly not kicker and defense, but you don't have to fill up your entire team and just keep grabbing the running backs. To Dustin's point, my bench, I like to have 50% of my bench at least be running backs. So I am taking a ton during the draft. It's more likely to get a late round flyer and a running back that works out than a late round wide receiver that works out.
And also too, you got to know what type of fantasy player you are. Like I am the trade master. I mean, I probably do a dozen trades every year. And what is the easiest thing and the thing most people are most often looking for? It's running backs. With the injuries, with the unknown of certain running backs, sometimes people love their running backs going into the season. Then by week 5, they're
week 2, heck, week 5.
Yeah, week 2, they're like, what happened? These guys are terrible, and half of them are hurt. Like, if you can find some sleeper RBs that are really playing well for you, that's your best trade bait.
But even if you're not a trade master, like this guy, your early round running backs could get hurt or something could happen. They don't pan out, so that's why it's important for you to also have that stable of running backs underneath. I mean, basically what we're saying draft strategy is take a ton, love running backs, know where the value is, but certainly at the end of your draft, highlight sleepers. So when you're not panicking towards the late middle round, late rounds of draft, who should I take? You should have your queue full, or you should have something written down on a sheet that these running backs with upside that you can take, like a P. Ryan, stuff like that.
And there's a million different ways to win a fantasy football championship, but if you look at it through the history at all the teams that win, most of them have, or at least in the year, with a good stable of running backs. There's a lot of luck involved with that, but the zero running back strategy, it can work.
But it was debunked. Allen Robinson, Hopkins, they were supposed to be super safe. Brandon Marshall,
right?
They're all so safe. That's why you can't go. You got to go wide receivers.
All the people that people were drafting, doing the zero running back, a lot of them ended up flopping. I mean, there's no guarantees at any position, and there's the least amount of guarantees at running back, which is why you need,
You need more of
them.
them, not zero.
So that you can, hedge your bets a little bit and make sure you have at least 3 that are going to work out. So,
LaMelo Ball.
terrible.
That wasn't that terrible. Did it even make the camera though?
So that's our running back strategy for this year. For us, it didn't really change much from last year, but for a lot of people, it's going to. So get those running backs back in your queues. Check out our draft guide. Subscribe and like this video. Leave a comment.
Smash that like button. Give us a little love. Por favor.
Smash it. So why is it smash?
I don't know. That's what the kids say.
But when you do it, are you really supposed to?
They always say, "Hey, what's up, people? Smash that like button."
So if you're
They're like LSK, mushy mushy people. That's what he says, or something like that.
Because most people are on phones now, so they smash it.
We're getting old here, Dustin.
People
It
don't
sounds
use
like
desktops anymore.
desktops. What about
With a
those
mouse?
PCs with the little mouse? Oh, you're saying draw? Yeah, you're right. I wasn't paying attention.
What
to
are you
them.
smashing?
I don't know. They say smash that like button.
I just want to understand.
I don't know.